yeah, set dates. And yeah. But anyways, welcome back to another YouTube video. And today we are going to be reacting to I don't even know what we're gonna be reacting to. We're gonna be reacting to the meanings of to the meanings of NBA logos, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, but I'll get back to you when my cousin did that water prank on him. That was funny. What does she do? Cause she could be in the video. So let me show her. Yeah, she's right there. Yeah. Oh snap! Camera. But yeah, we just waiting on her. So yeah, I'll get back to y'all when she ready. So yeah, peace. Okay. Let's watch this video. Yeah, I got my phone. Yeah.
Today we're going to dissect all 30 NBA logos. If you've never seen one of these videos, you're either going to love it or hate it. I've done this for the NHL, the MLB, and the NFL, and today we're going to complete the North American sports loop by critiquing the league that features the most balls in their logos. We're going to be saying the word balls a lot throughout this video, so you might as well get used to that now. Balls. Before I get started, here are the ground rules. This is not a serious critique, and I don't have the time to research every detail of every logo. So if you want to tell me that the curl in the arch of the upper left-hand side of the Pelicans logo is there because the owner wanted to give some type of shout-out to his wife's vagina, then by all means, be my guest. And sure, you can comment whatever you feel, but remember, if I take a shot at your team or bag on your logo, this is the comedy, folks. Don't take it personal. Like I said, love it or hate it, but let's have fun. And for the lovers, hit that like button and subscribe. And now, let's get into it. The San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to start with a logo I think is either a tuning fork or one of those optical illusions that you used to draw all shitty like on your notebook when you should have been studying algebra. I will say the Spur thingy as a U in the logo is brilliant, even though it looks like a tuning fork and the colors are as boring as Tim Duncan's style of play. Man, he was the most amazing, underrated player in history. Kind of like this logo. The Portland Trail Blazers. This logo is pretty sweet. It's either a vortex that sucks players into a black hole only few emerge out of, or the underside of a lawnmower. According to Google, the logo is at 45 degrees, signifying the motion of the game. Don't know about you, but if there was an NBA logo to stare at while on shrooms, it would probably be this one. And then eventually an alien race would blast through it, and the Avengers or some other Joss Whedon or Michael Bay directed crew would have to save the world. The Sacramento Kings. Looks like some anti-aircraft guns on top of a decorative fruit bowl. Pew, pew, pew. According to Google, the logo is a shout out to older teams where the crown looks like mountains, and also, get this, the new identity draws from the team's ambitious beginning and reminds our region and the world that Sacramento is undergoing a transformation. What a load of bullshit. I see anti-aircraft guns on a fruit bowl. See, the serious people have no place here. The Atlanta Hawks, this one obviously has a hawk in the center, but it looks more like Falcor's profile now that I stare at it a bit more. This is one of the few logos that doesn't feature a ball, unlike their old one seen here, a hawk swooping down and grabbing a rubber ball, which it will no doubt feed to its young later. The Washington Wizards. Okay, I like this logo. Very secretly, you see the Washington Monument in this one. Either that or it's a long-limbed man about to sit on a post. Oh, people, it's gonna get way worse. But if you're still here, why haven't you subscribed yet? I like the old logo too. Gandalf in a half moon about to hit a sick layup with a W for his chest and a fireball in case someone tries to block him. The New Orleans Pelicans. This is actually a beautiful logo, symmetrical and shadowy. Of course, another bird eating a rubber basketball. Geez, has pollution gotten that bad? And who's throwing away basketballs for birds to eat? Also, I think they could have named the team something else because pelicans are pretty ugly birds, but you know, that's fitting. Dallas Mavericks, a logo featuring the most fabulous horse I've ever seen. The horse is rocking some serious cheddar on that dome. I bet it got all stylized and pretty before they drew him. Personally, I like the old Mavericks logo, which just screamed, "Hey there, partner, wanna buy a gay horse?" Toronto Raptors, this one is pretty cool. The basketball got scratched by your psycho ex-girlfriend who just went through your DMs. Seriously though, it's obviously Raptor claws. Again, I like the older logo which features a pissed off Barney about to pop a basketball with its hand. But we all know what happened the last time a dinosaur matched up with an NBA player.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big
The Minnesota T-Wolves, a logo that really hasn't gone through that many changes since the team's inception. And like the Wild logo, it has trees, an animal, some shapes. Do you think it's the Wild logo if the Wild logo was facing us? I get it, people. You say it's a bear. You said it was a bear, but you don't have the proof, okay? The Phoenix Suns, a basketball on fire, which would cause it to melt. You Phoenicians don't really understand physics, do you? I don't really have much to say about this, other than when I had a Sega Genesis, there was this game called Bulls vs. Lakers, and you could use this guy named Tom Chambers and dunk from the three-point line. That's the only reason at the time I even knew that the Suns were a basketball team. Speaking of hot balls, you have the Miami Heat, which looks like a dude dipping his sack through a hoop. Yeah, I said it. You were thinking it, but I said it. And it also looks like a melting hippo's face. The Pacers, named after a car. Pretty cool though how they snuck a ball inside the P. Let's throw it back to this old one which looks like a mannequin holding a giant tennis ball. Dude, seriously. The 76ers, this is a nice logo, but shouldn't it be a picture of a tanker? Hey-oh, is this thing on? The Sixers have had a lot of logos, almost as many as they have had draft busts. The Memphis Grizz, a possessed bear coming to murder you and your entire family. If you look closely, the snout makes an M, and the eyes, they make death. The old logo featured Blanca with a basketball, though. The Houston Rockets, the current logo is actually one of my favorites design-wise, and the left side of the R is a rocket. But I want to throw it back to 1972 when this was legit their actual logo, and I'm assuming the team owner's 5-year-old drew it. And if you look at it too fast, it looks like a man farting out the word Houston Rockets. Bulls, they have had one logo in their entire history. I didn't come up with this, but if you turn the logo upside down, it looks like a mean robot reading a Bible on a bench. Here, just look at this. The Denver Nuggets, I ain't saying shit about this logo, nope, or any of these other logos. Just kidding, I mean holy balls. A dude in red and white and blue trying to unleash his nuts while holding a pickaxe. Wow, and then we got rainbow colored Legos. I mean, weed was only made legal in the state a few years ago, but it looks like the designer's been on that shit way before that happened. The LA Clippers, man, Donald Sterling, he said some racist shit and got forced to sell his team for nearly $1 billion. Boy, they really showed him. Nice logo though, it's in LA inside a C, you get it. The Charlotte Hornets, a hornet with a basketball for an ass. They used to be the Bobcats, but since the Pelicans weren't using the identity, they were like, we don't want to use this creature from the Pet Cemetery anymore. Can we have our Hornets back? I think they should change the logo to this, though. The Brooklyn Nets, owned by Mikhail Prokhorov. See what I did there? Also once part owned by Jay-Z, who allegedly had some part of designing this logo. I like the old logo, though, because this one is aesthetically tight. Unlike this turd nerd from the 80s that looks like it should be in a rest stop on the turnpike. The Milwaukee Bucks, a clean, updated look. If you look at the body of the Buck, it forms an M. See that? Now let's rewind to a simpler time when the Bucks signed Rudolph to play center and wear an awful Christmas sweater and spin a basketball. Man, I wish I had drawn these older logos myself and you thought it was BS, but nope, these were the real logos.
So I'm in the middle of a video.
The Pistons. Their current logo is tight. It looks like the STP logo, you know. But like before, let's rewind a bit. This one looks like a badass muscle car. Cool. Now we have the 80s logo. This one is symbolic with punching people in the face on the court. And then you go back to when they were in Fort Wayne. Well, we have this gem, which is amazing and awesome and pretty much illustrates how Darko Milicic played for the team. Stiff and not fully put together. Ah, Darko, thank you for this.
It's only 4 minutes.
Tri govnara, ali misle su neki kurac. Doći ću, baču im materu pičku svoj trojici.
The Utah Jazz. This logo is a throwback to their days when they were in New Orleans, and that's why they are named the Jazz, because the last time I went out to Salt Lake City, I saw a lot of white people and not much jazz being played. Pretty cool how the J is a basketball and also a music note, an eighth note. Just funny because I tried to score an eighth out there, but no luck. The OKC Thunder, a team that left Seattle and then KD left them. Sadly, the people in OKC really do love that team. The logo is cool. I think it's a hint of Superman laying out in it, though. Getting close to the end here, we have the Boston Celtics, one of the league's classic logo. This dude is wearing a Craig Sager level vest and winking at you. Again, I hit the rewind to ask you what on earth is this dude doing? But you all know what it looks like. The Orlando Magic, not much other than a Magic basketball with stars. Have a Disney day, which all the locals know what that means. And now the Cleveland Cavaliers, your defending champs, a sword going through a sea. Man, they really don't give me much ammo here on this logo. So here's a bunch of Cavs fans burning some LeBron jerseys that they wish they hadn't. Their opponent last year in the finals, the Golden State Warriors. In case you're really bad at symbolism, there's a depiction of the Golden Gate Bridge in the logo. You see it? Though I wish they still had this logo when they actually got good, which features Glacius from Killer Instinct holding a lightning bolt. Only two left, the Los Angeles Lakers. This logo has pretty much never changed. Like not changing the team name because LA isn't known for its lakes. It's known more for its drought. Minnesota is more known for its lakes, and that's where they came from. Minnesota has lakes. LA has soap operas, which is what is happening with the ownership situation. Ah well, Laker girls. And now for our last logo, the team I am a fan of. I wouldn't call it being a fan, more like being a hostage, really. This team is named after leggings, the full name being New York Knickerbockers. And the team should be named the New York Fuck James Dolan. I've been a fan of this squad since the Pat Ewing days, and we've had bruisers out there like Charles Oakley and Grandma Ma, Aunt Mason, R.I.P., and streaky shooters like John Starks. Now we have the basketball ball hog black hole, a former MVP whose legs have been more beat up than a scene from Misery, the most hated player in the league, and a talented center who is surrounded by more trash than a seagull in a landfill. I don't even want to talk about Phil Jackson and somehow doing more damage to this team than Scott Layden did. And you know, Phil ain't coming down on the sidelines and trying to get Melo to pass the ball or play defense or something like that. That would ruin his high. Can you tell if I've had it enough with this squad or not? I get alerts on my phone that tell me the Knicks are playing, and then I wonder if stabbing myself in the balls with a screwdriver is a better option. Oh, hey, I said balls again. The logo has one, and James Dolan has exactly none. Please sell the team to someone who cares. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will be doing this for other leagues like the English Premier League. And I have a special one for college basketball coming up. I'm 5 Points Gaming, and you made it to the end of this video.
Alright, y'all, so that's the end of that video. And he was saying balls a lot, as she said. What? She was looking at ugly self. But anyways, yeah, my little cousin been annoying as always, you know. But yeah, I got a game today. I'm playing about doing it for an hour. Or no, 7. I'm gonna be 30 minutes early before the game. Don't know what, but it doesn't matter. I'm about to have a gym play. But yeah, anyways, I'll get back to y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Yeah, so be easy, gang. Peace.